Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and this is Eddie Marcus once again. I understand just a few moments ago that the Senate acquitted Donald Trump from his second impeachment process here in the United States of America. So it's no strange thing. It happened the first time. Everything and everyone knew that he was guilty, but he found partnership in the power structure that allows such as dictators to occur. So I'm saying, like, I'm sure most of you, you have distrust in government, you have distrust in politics, but you don't just have the distrust in politics. You look around, you need to see the things that happen. You see how when you have a whole bunch of people and a bunch of people having certain requirements, and some people are getting those requirements met and others are not, and we blaming one another and different reasons for these things happening. But whatever the blame is, they never get fixed. So we find out that the politics really doesn't work for we the people, the masses of us. So this government of we the people and for the people have failed us, the people. And we think about religion, which is supposed to represent something that is representative of a higher power that is basically designed to guide us in the steps and the directions in which we should go, that would lead us to that place that we call so paradise-like, so heavenly-like. And it has failed us because we find out that its message is no different, especially as established most recently. But I'm reminded, ladies and gentlemen, and I must say that it was back in 1988, I sought after the office of President of the United States. The reason that I did that is because I knew that politics had failed the people. I had watched that all my life. I knew that the church had failed the people. I had been engaged in that stuff all my life. And here I was, 38 years old, and in my pursuit of knowledge and inspiration to be able to come before the people and say those things that I know you want. I know you want to survive because I want it. I want not only that, I want to be able to do the things that I want to do. And because of that, I know you want to be able to do the same kinds of things. And so when I come to you and say I want to be a spokesman for those things that are coming amongst us, I'm serious about that. So I came to you and I said that there's another power that I listen to. And I said it because the powers that we understand, politics and religion, had failed us. So I mentioned to you an unseen power, spiritual power, invisible power that is able to do miraculous things. I did that because I'm familiar with that power. I know that that power exists. And I know that that power does what you and I cannot do and are not even familiar with. So my trust is in that power. And I'm asking, and I've been asking ever since, you, the people, to trust in the power that you can see by allowing that power to live in you. See the best power and allow it to live in you. Let it be living in you. Be a manifestation of that. And learn from others who have a greater understanding of love and exhibit it, not in word, but in deed. That's how we grow. And so I came to you and said, let us do these kinds of things. I wanted peace and prosperity and freedom and joy in my life. I wanted my dreams to come true. So I figured everybody on earth wants the same thing. So I know that the way to get that is to engage everybody on earth who would be benefiting from this, engage them in the process of creating these things, these material things. Let them fill the reservoir of goods and service to a point that it overflows to the degree that none are ever absent of any of these things. And how do you do that? By allowing everybody to choose their own career. And every career that they choose is going to be applicable to the things that comes back out that we the people have chosen, and as we choose to advance. All of it works the same way. See, that's the way. I know that's the way to progress. I know that's the way to bring peace. I know that this. And so I come to you and I say, let's do this. But for some strange reason, the education that has been given to the people, to the masses, has been so I want to say screwed into their heads that it's hard for them to accept anything other than what we already have. And so this was 1988. I was 38 years old. I'm ready, real and live. I'm coming out there ready. What happened? On the political front, nobody was interested in that. No the Republicans, conservatives, far right, in the middle, wherever, weren't interested in any of that. Democrats, whether in the middle, all the way to the left, none of them were interested in any of that. Could have been because they never heard it. Why? Because the people that own the media know that this is a dynamic message, and they know that this is a true message, and they didn't want you to hear it, and you never heard it before. And if you look at how many people have clicked on this today, to date, you'll find out nobody knows it but you. So what are you going to do? Are you going to help spread it? Well, anyway, so the message didn't get around. But where did it end up, ladies and gentlemen? It ended up with everything that I offered, everything that I've just shared with you. Here comes along a man who you were taught that he's white. He's all right. I was black. Get back. I was broke. And he told you he was choking with money. Oh, and he was, what, blonde. And that fit the bill. But he told you everything opposite of what I shared with you. I call you all of you. He called some of you. He attacked the rest of you. And all of the media was right there, is every word, indoctrinating you, feeding you, all of that junk, every word. The words I shared with you, and I'm sharing with you now, you never heard it before. So that means that whoever runs the media, whoever runs the powers, didn't want you to hear that message. Don't want you to hear that message today. And they are telling me and anybody else like me that if we want to live, we're going to have to change our way and become an advocate of Donald Trump, those like Donald Trump. So what does the power that we can't see expect us to do? The power that we can't see knows what we're going to do. What we're going to do? We're going to stick to our guns. We're going to tell you that that's the devil. We're going to tell you that the systems and the politics that keeps you bound under the systems that you have, where people are suffering, where people can't go to school, people can't get health care, is straight from the pit of hell. And whoever sits on the seat of the power, whoever sits in the Oval Office, represents the seat of hell, if these things exist. I don't care who, if it's a dictator, he represents the seat of hell. If it's representing a majority of the people, meaning that they're a minority that don't agree, it doesn't matter. If he's sitting there with this being the reality, he represents the seat of hell. Now, when you come back to these religious orders, I don't care if it's Catholic, if they are not trying to get rid of this evil stuff, then they are representing the pit of hell. And if it's Protestant, if they are not trying to end all of this suffering, then I don't care what church, if all of them represent the pit of hell. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, anybody that can sit back and watch these people suffer. Now, if you don't know anything about it, you still got some problems, because you should. But if you watch these people suffer, I don't care what you proclaim about yourself. As for the power that is invisible sees you, you represent the pit of hell, because that power can live inside of you and wipe that out. But you will not allow that power. You allow the power of evil to live inside of you, even when you don't know it's evil. But if you can put over that, you are evil, just as evil as Donald Trump. I just use him as an example. Anyway, I just want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to say something, because here it is, where this guy has caused an insurrection in this country. And everybody knows it. I mean, it's right there for you to see it. And these guys took an oath saying that they were going to protect the people of this country. And they sold out to a man. And they still walking around getting a paycheck every month. They still got health care for life. They got protection. They got, look, all of the benefits that you want. They got them. And where they get them from? From you. And they sold all of us out for him or somebody like him. It's not really him. It's evil. It's not really him. It's the devil that they sold out to. He's just a representative. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I only say that because I know that the message that I bring to you represents a spirit of love. I know it does. And even if somebody tried to get rid of me because I told you this truth, it still represents the spirit of love. And it will take you to a place where if they don't like it because you told the truth and they decide they want to throw you under the bus, there's no greater thing, or should I say the only greater thing than throwing you under the bus is giving the people all that God has given them. Getting out of the way. That's the best thing. And if you can't do that, the next best thing is throwing me under the bus. Yeah, I'd much rather go under the bus than to say I lived in this stuff and put up with it. I'm ashamed to show my face. Yes, let me hide it.